What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 3 of Make the G8 Great Again. I want to start off by talking about the cooling system and start off with a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Scott from the VCore channel. This is a guy who I've asked questions many times and he's always provided me with an answer, and he helped me with the G8 to solve the overheating issue that I encountered again. And this time it was because I didn't bleed the air out of the system. So go check out VCore. Has a great channel and he's been helpful to me the entire time I've been working on this G8. So right here, this was my failed attempt to bleed the air out of the system. What I ended up having to do is just let the car cool overnight, and then I bled the system on the front of my driveway with the front end pointed upward, and I was able to get all of the air out and finally solve the overheating issue. It's finally time to start cleaning the G8. So I've been driving this car. Everything works now since I replaced the alternator and the serpentine belt, put a new battery in it, topped off the coolant, aired up the tires, no check engine light. Everything works as it should, so I've been driving it. Clean the engine bay some. The trunk is clean. I'll show you that. Trunk looks good. But now it is finally time to start cleaning the inside and, of course, wash the outside of the car. So we'll do a nice before shot. I am going to get some gloves on, get all of the change out, give it a vacuum, and then start wiping everything down. Step 1 is done. We did the initial vacuum. As you can see, it's not perfect, but it looks a lot better. We have all of the change out of the car. It's quite a bit of change. I'll have to count that up. So the next step is to actually get some cleaner and start wiping everything down. It's super dusty. And like I said, this is just the beginning. I am going to have to vacuum this several more times, but we're off to a pretty good start. It already looks a lot better. All right, the first cleaning was a success. I'm not finished. I'm gonna have to go over it several more times. But for the first go, you see I got the staining off of the steering wheel, and I worked really hard to get the cup holder and center console clean, because this is where you're gonna sit your phone and things like that. So I worked hard to get that clean, but everything will be gone over again, but it looks so much better with a vacuum and the first pass of a wipe down. It looks so much better. So this is just one more step in getting this G8 back to where it needs to be. So now the car wash begins. So I'm just going to spray down the car, get my bucket of soapy water, and as I'm washing the car, I start to clean the wheels, and this is where I kind of got carried away. There were a lot of scuff marks and rust stains and just, dried on grime, and it took me quite a while, but I was not going to stop until I got these wheels completely clean. So This is a time lapse, and you can still see that I'm spending a lot of time on these wheels. but it was for a good reason. Once I was done, they almost looked new. So spent a lot of time on the wheels, but I was really happy with the result. Here is the G8 right now. It's looking a lot better. Inside is much cleaner. And another thing that I did is I went ahead and did the brakes. So if you see here, we have new brake rotors, new brake pads. And I went ahead and recorded a how-to tutorial on how to replace the front brake pads and rotors on this G8. So be looking forward to that on the channel. But that's it for episode 3. So as usual, thanks for watching and God bless you all.